Hello, dear ones. I am Eleonora from the channel The Awakening Path, and today I have a very special guest. Her name is Lelia, and I met her at the Life Expo in California, Los Angeles, 2 years ago. Give me just a moment. Let me know if you can hear me. And she's a tarot card reader, a psychic. If you would like to have your one question answered by her, you mean by the universe, through her, just leave on the chat and you're gonna address later. Meanwhile, I invite you to join me and welcome Lelia Nicoll. Let me admit her. Hi,
You s-
Lelia.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. It's a pleasure to have you in my channel today.
Thank
Welcome.
you. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Yes, I was just saying that we met at the Conscious Life Expo in Los Angeles 2 years ago.
Mhm.
And we did a beautiful exchange. You give me a reading, and I wrote a letter from your higher self to you.
You did. It was wonderful.
And this year we went to an expo, to a small expo in Santa Monica. And then we started talking. I think it took me about 20 minutes to recognize it. Wait a minute, I know her.
A different setting, right? Different setting.
So before we start to the subject and have some reading to the universe, showcase your abilities,
Mhm.
let's get to know you a little bit. How happened your spiritual evolution? Have you always been psychic since a child? How that happened to you?
So, yeah, ever since I was young, I had kind of special ability to dream true. Um, I was one in the family that would see spirit. Um, and then as a teenager, I got into like more metaphysical stuff, and tarot reading, card readings. So it's kind of been with me my whole life. Yeah.
And when you decided to take that more serious and really started doing for other people?
So initially, I did that when I was probably in my early 20s. I took my first tarot class at a place called the Learning Light in Anaheim. And I got into that and I took on to it very well. And then right away, they wanted me to be in a psychic fair. And at that time, I was like scared. I was chicken. I said, no, 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 I'm not ready. I'm not ready. So I didn't do it. And then I just started reading for my friends and stuff. And then, life. So I put the cards down. I lived life for a while. And then we picked them back up again about 6 years ago or so. And then about 5 years is when we started our business, my husband and I, myself as my cards. And it's been going on since then.
Well, that's really amazing. And as she told, she works with her husband. She's blessed to be in the same path, in the same vibration of her husband. And they also receive the awakening call that many of the old souls that are here on the planet Earth right now receive. You need to go out, show your abilities, and help people to connect with their own abilities. And
Mhm.
that's what Lelia does, and also myself also do. And when people think about the psychic, they say, Oh my goodness. That's too much hoo-hoo for me. I don't
We're
want it to go there at all.
we're
But what
pretty normal.
happens is, yes,
Mhm,
we are all psychic. All
mhm,
human beings have the ability to connect with other dimensions. And to be a psychic is only that, to be able to connect with other dimensions. And through your intuition, everybody has intuition, believe it or not, want it or not. You
mhm.
always have that little voice talking to you that knows which path you're supposed to go or not. So, and that's your higher self, the Holy Spirit, God, whatever you want to call. Everybody has that ability.
Yes, I mean it's just as simple as sometimes you decide to pause before you go out the door for just a moment, and even if it might make you a little late, maybe you missed an accident, but something inside you told you to pause, and that's just that little voice inside that you need to like open up to and listen. That's kind of what you tap into and start to recognize, especially when you practice more, you hear it more, you understand it more. Yeah. So
Yes. And some of us just have is more developed those abilities.
hmm
I think the most common is the intuition, just that knowing that small voice talking to you.
hmm
Sometimes it's a dream that is very related to, connected to your reality, and many of them come true. Or sometimes the dream just have like a realization. Wow, that's why. Now I understand.
hmm
So all of that are guidance coming from other dimensions, because the spiritual world that everybody's so freak out about is just another dimension. And we all reside there before and after and now too, because part of us are still there. We are the soul that we are, the spirit that we are, does not fit in this body. So we also have that part that really takes care of us and try to show us our next best step. So
hmm
how did you decide, let's put it in another way. Is there a moment when you realize that, okay, I think what I do is really making the difference in people's life, and I really want to take that serious?
um well, on a separately, my whole life I've been for in over about 30 years I've been working in healthcare, so my passion is helping people always, and it's about healing people. And so once I started working with my cards, and working with people, it just it happened pretty quickly. The connection that we make at the table, um, what comes out of the cards, it's magical, and it happened pretty quickly. It's a very positive experience for me, and for my clients too.
Yes. And what I want to explain for people that is watching, many people, they are very new to this type of knowledge that we are talking about here.
Mhm,
So when you are guided to look for a tarot reader, for example, it's your higher self. Your higher self is always communicating to you, trying to answer all your questions, to help you see the solutions or get to the vibration of the solution for your problems. But because you are constantly in fear, your thoughts are in fear, worry, and judgment, you are not able to, there is a way too much static. You are not able to hear your higher self. But if you are open, so your higher self will guide you to a person like Lelia to have a tarot reader. And when she spread the cards, it's not that the cards are magical things like that. It's not that. It's your higher
It's
self that when she shuffle the cards, your higher self is the one that's in control that to decide which information you are ready to know, which information will best help you at that moment.
I mean, I kind of consider it it's a working of energies between the two of us, the
Yeah,
our energetic exchange. Um, and it's very neat to see when, you know, when you see somebody who hasn't had a reading before and they're nervous, but they're excited and they're walking around, say, you know, a psychic fair usually is where a lot of clients come from. Um, they'll walk past your table, you'll see them, and then something about it, you connect, you look at each other, and then they just jump in the chair and they're like, okay, I'm ready. And they're so nervous. And yeah, so when they sit down with me, I always like say hi, smile. And then for me, just to open up the session, I have them pull the first card. And I tell them that this is their energy card. You know, this is the card that you're bringing to the table. And this is the kind of energy that we're going to be working with today. Sometimes it's energy that it's something that they need to release, or sometimes it's energy that something that they actually need to really embrace and bring into their life. And then that kind of just starts the reading going. And that's how we work together. Our energies work together
yeah.
that way. So mhm.
And one thing that called my attention, sorry, it's a little early today. So when I had the reading with Lelia, she created that safe space
Mm.
that you just feel you can trust and you are really safe. I say, oh, I'm not going to tarot reader. What if I get possessed?
I
I'm
mean,
not gonna get
there's real,
possessed.
yeah, and those are real concerns for people. So I take that seriously. You know, yes, I do try to create a safe space. I'm glad you felt that way. Thank you.
Yes, and why it's possible to do that is because your guides, your higher self, all the beings of love and light that love you unconditionally, knows that fear is your worst enemy. So they will never do anything to cause you fear. So that's why it's a safe place. And of
Mhm.
course, there is many people that are kind of skeptic about going to a tarot reader because many in the past say, oh, they are not really honest or reliable. There is it's not that they don't have the gift, but sometimes people have that mentality, even in business, that I wanted to give it to the person what she want to hear,
Mhm.
and doesn't work this way.
Right, right.
When you have a tarot reader, your guides will tell you what you need to hear in a loving way, but it's what you need to hear.
Mhm.
And that's what I felt with Lelia, that she is really being authentic and really just being a channel for the message to pass through. And it's not being filtered by her ego, say, oh, she's gonna like or not liking.
Thank you. Thank you. That's nice. Yes, authenticity is important. Um, I really enjoy when I'm happiest when I have a client that actually has never had a reading before, and I get to be the first reader for them because I think that, you know, I like to set that bar so they know kind of, you know, what to expect if they go to other readers. There are lots of very authentic, good readers out there. I'm not trying to set myself above anybody else, but it's just I like that experience. So
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I've been in contact with many. I've been interviewed many of them. And the reason why I bring people like Lelia here to my channel is because I want people to understand that they have other options. that they don't have to struggle. If it's too hard for you to get the answers by yourself, it's
Hmm.
hard for you to quiet your mind and get the answers straight from your internal guidance system that's never fail. It's always there with you, but you need to be in a vibration to hear. There is other people that can help you get there quicker. And
Hmm.
I'm also a channel and I do through automatic writing. I can I can give you a message from your higher self. You can ask any questions, but I also teach people to do by themselves through automatic writing. Automatic writing is the least intimidating psychic abilities. You're not being possessed. The information just come to your mind, and then you let itself get written on the paper.
That's
And then,
interesting. That's something I have not done yet. I'm gonna uh, ask for some coaching on that.
I would love to help you with that.
Yeah, that'd
And
be neat.
I've been helped like I already did more than 10 people successfully.
Oh.
And actually, everybody in the world has that ability.
Hmm. Sure.
And some has more blockage to get to really starting. But if you be consistent and keep practicing, it will always come. Why?
Hmm.
It's not your guides and teachers, they are always around you. It's not that they are not there.
Yeah.
You just need to get to the vibration and allowance to the communication to happen. And
Yeah.
I can really guide you through that.
Because we get so busy, right? We're just buzzing around all day doing chores and living life. And yeah, so just to cool down and do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Neat.
actually, I created a poem last year, I think it was last year, that I called Joy.
Mm.
And it's right, we're just so busy doing like endless task that when you finish, the first one we did is already ready to be done again. And you just doesn't have time to have joy and really connect to yourself. So it's
Yes.
interesting, just stop a moment and see what can I do different?
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. A little meditation that
Yeah.
helps. Um,
So today, before I ask you to do to show a little bit, showcase your abilities a little bit,
mhm.
I would like to show your website. Let
Okay.
me just go there. So people are gonna have an idea when they go to your website what they will expect and what they can find there. So your website is for you and also your husband.
Hmm.
So that's it. That's he's more like with astrology, but he also do tarot reading, right?
Correct. Astrology, tarot reading, and he does candles and root work. Yeah, it's the stuff.
Yeah. So you have readings here as for as little as $45.
Hmm.
It's very affordable
Hmm.
and is when you are having those readings, it's like you have an open channel with divine wisdom. You guys are gonna feel that in a little bit. So what I did with you that I thought was amazing was this setting light 7 day. Um, we light candles for your petition. So
Hmm.
you had this for me. The question was about financial abundance, and
Yeah.
that was amazing. The results I really resonate, and I got some insights that say, okay, so that's what is still blocking, and how can I overcome that? And I started to see some results. Can you explain a little bit about this service here?
Sure. Yeah. So, candles. Okay. So we'll talk a little bit about the philosophy behind it and what we do. So, so fire is life, right? We feel it inside us. Um, flame burns fuel, like, that fuels our passions and our needs. Fire is the intent, uh, well, not the intent, but the fire is creativity for us, right? It harnesses the energy around us and magic in the universe, I think, and in a condensed form. Um, it's creative. It's also dangerous. It must be respected. So that's something that put we use. That's what we keep with us when we're making candle magic and we're setting up the lights. So basically, what we do is someone will give us a petition, like their intent, what they want, what they want to drive. Just like you said, you wanted to bring in more customers and stuff. And so we will create a candle. I will dress it with special herbs and oils that are intended for that energy that we want to bring to the candle. I will pray your petition over it, and then we'll light it. And then we'll let that candle burn completely till it's done. And then the message comes through at the end. We get to look at the candle, at the glass, the condition of the glass. We get to see if there's residue left, soot, anything there's different indications for us, what we see in the glass. And then at the bottom is the token from the herbs, and it gives us a message. And that message then we translate to you um, as the information that the candle wanted to give you. And so I find it very fulfilling, and I think my customers love it too. And it's a really nice way to put some energy into somebody's needs. We also do free um, blessing candle for people who need prayers. We usually do one once a month, and so people that need a prayer will submit that to us, and we'll add it to the before we light the candle. So we'll put the prayers together and light that just as an ongoing thing for people as well.
And is that available in your website? Is someone
Um,
prayer?
yes, it should be. It should be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they just sent you an email. I'm not sure which. I'll petition.
Yeah.
Not.
Um, it should be I can go there right now. I'm not on my website. Let me see.
Whoever needs, I think you're gonna find it.
Yes,
Like
it's
that.
there. It is there. Um,
Let me see if it's yeah. Oh, this is the one 7 days.
yeah, let me just.
Well, the people might be asking right now, how a candle can give so much information. I just want to remind you that everything is connected, everything there is connected to the divine consciousness. So
Mhm.
everything has consciousness. So when you do something with an intention, the whole universe is gonna deliver you the information using that tool that you are using. For example, it's not that the candle is magical, the candle is a tool where the divine consciousness is using to deliver the message that you want.
Yes, and the when
Putting
you
it simple
use
way.
sorry, when you use the herb blends and things that we use, it's a tool. It's all intended to um bring that energy out. And so on the website, when you go into items and services, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see a candle that's a white candle being lit, and it says complimentary healing and blessing candle service. And that's where you would. So if you keep going just a little bit more, a little bit
Oh,
right
this
there.
one,
Yeah. Yeah.
ICN07. Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
if you wanna pray for anything healthy relationships, finance,
mm-hmm,
anything that you need, just come here to the website, myselfmycards.com, and
mm-hmm,
items and services, and just click here and make your petition. And
mm-hmm.
I'm a little curious about this one, a root bag. What's that for? How that
Okay.
works?
So the root bag basically, if somebody needs, that say they're not only looking for a job, but when they get the job, they want to do well with the job. They want to come in strong. So that's where we do some work for them, where we would give them some maybe some baths, maybe some stuff to do for themselves, and we would have on our end we would be lighting a candle for them as well. And those candles sometimes they're figural candles instead of the glass candles. There might be a skull or a person, things like that, and we would dress that with the herbs that are appropriate for their need. And then we do the same thing like the other candle. We let them burn, and they burn for that period of time, and when they're done, not only do they get the token with the reading, but the 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 remains of that candle go into a bag for them to take with them, and so they can carry that on their body. They can keep it in their pocket or on their person while they're doing the thing that they're doing. So if they're going on an interview, or if they're going, if they got the job and it's their first day, they can keep that with them.
Let me explain a little bit energetically how that works. When she does all that work, she's connected to the energy of your willingness and purpose with that job.
Hmm.
She's connecting in like an universal way. She's connected with the energy of everybody that will interact with you on that job, the energy of the job itself. And she's clearing up the energies, the blockages that are kind of be on the way with your willingness and also with your permission. Because
Hmm.
even the hardness of any interaction also bring you experience. So when you come to Lelia and say, I wanted this work done, you are agreeing that you wanted to release those blockages and see more clear where how things can really work in a better way and really bring it to you that fulfillment that you are looking for and align you with your purpose, with with a job that is more in alignment with your purpose. Does it
Hmm.
make sense, Lelia?
Yes, that's a good description. And also, yes, and the thing with the root bag is it really is a collaborative effort between us, because when you're setting forth any goal, even if it's a love goal, work goal, you have to do the work as well. And so it's something that we work together on. And I just happen to be the one that is doing the the dressing of the candle and the burning of the candle and putting together the bag for you. But it's a collaborative effort. So you're also doing energetic work. And this is all so that you can reach your goals, right? It's to get rid of that blockage because you're working towards a goal. It's just as easy as like setting a exercise goal, right? You just got to get up and go do it. So when you work on it though, you improve and you feel it. And so but just like with exercise, you have the favorite sneakers that you like to run in. They make you feel strong and powerful and fast. Well, this bag is with you to make you feel stronger, powerful, and fast. It does the same kind of thing.
And then the people that are static who kind of think, well, I don't really believe in that. Let me explain you a little bit how it
Mm,
works. Everything that you do, everything that you experience in your life is based on what your beliefs are,
mhm,
because your beliefs generate your thoughts. Your thoughts, you based on your perception, you give an emotion. And each emotion have a vibration. So everything you experience in your life is based on that. When you are doing this job with Lelia, you are focused. Those tools are only to help you focus your energy and align with a certain vibration that you bring what you want. And in the end of the work, this bag will have that vibration that you set the intention to. And there
Hmm.
will be a constantly reminder of that vibration. It's not that sandals became magic. When you put it this way, it's all connected to you and it's always working for you, with you. It's,
Yes.
it's nothing I say, oh my goodness, I need to. It's kind of, oh, the bag is possessed by a demon. No, it's not.
No, it's all
Just your
it's your
intention.
energy. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yeah, it's your one energy.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yes.
that's amazing. You could be spending a long time talking all your interesting services here. And I see that everything is so affordable. I really
Mhm.
invite you to just try and see what you feel about.
Yes. We
And
welcome it.
I just like to show people a little bit about my website. When you come to the awakeningpath.me, if you wanted to experience Reiki for the first time, I have some distant Reiki sessions that's completely free. It doesn't even ask you for a login and nothing. You just go there, click distant Reiki, free distant Reiki. And here you have some Reiki to sleep and to heal, to release stress and to heal each one of your chakras. And there will be more.
Yeah, I
And
can say something about that. You
yeah,
did a Reiki session for me on my elbow because I have a little bit of tennis elbow,
yeah.
and it was wonderful. It really, really helped. So I recommend people if if you haven't done it
Thank
and
you
they're
for your
afraid to do it
feedback.
to try it. Yeah.
Yes, over here I tell you what to, on the description I explain what type of problems you get when your root chakra is out of balance.
Mhm.
But if you come to me with a specific problem, for example, I'm gonna have a workshop that will be dedicated for people that are really in pain. I
Mm.
probably will do like a three on the row, and people that will be in pain, they will be the ones that will come to. And we're gonna work on release those pain. And the way I do, I recorded the session, and then the full session you would have access on the paid membership. That's only $22 a month. And you can do all the sessions you want to do there. And this one is like a sample that will also work. The difference is the full session, I send the healing for to release the negative energies of your house, to clean your aura, to balance your aura, to release all the blockages that you are ready to release, to send energy to your loved ones. So it's a complete healing because
Hmm.
if you have a problem in your back, actually that problem is there is everything connected to it because
Hmm.
we are like a holistic being and everything is connected. Even if you are feeling great, you have no pain, everything is working in your life, but you have a family member that is struggling, so you
Sure.
just can't be
Yeah.
happy. So
Hmm.
that's why my sessions, I just address everything. You can even send energy to heal your pets, just for you to
Hmm.
have an idea. So, Lelia, I think that's a good time for us to start experience some of your services. I would like to start with, can you ask the universe or my guides if they have any message for me at this moment?
Let's see.
Meanwhile, you'll see if there is any questions on the chat. Oh, thank you, Ethan, for letting me know that you can hear. And if you have any question, you can type on the chat.
So I pulled one card from my Tarot Marseille. Trying to get it in the
Yes,
camera there. Can you see
yeah,
it?
yes.
Okay, so this is the Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor is about confidence. It is about being driven, but it is also about knowing where you come from. So this is the shield of the ancestors, right? So this is your power comes from your ancestors and your family and your history and everything that you're connected to. So that is what drives you, right? So to me, this says that, the universe is telling you for you right now, you're sitting in a good place, you're on a good path. Um, Four is a message of balance. So it might be time to kind of make sure that you take stock that you are balancing your work life with your home life. Um, and but keep going on your goals, right? It looks like you're going to be coming into a place right now where you're going to have a moment to kind of sit back and take stock of what you got going on. And a little bit of ancestral work might be good for you to do right now if you haven't done some prayers or meditation with your ancestors. That might be a good thing to bring in and ask them for a little bit more guidance. Um, but overall, it's a good place. It's a good card. So I think the universe is saying you're on the right path right now. Keep
Uh,
going strong, keep going strong, and just make sure you keep your eye out for balance.
yes, and that's really resonate because balance, the work life and ascension,
Hmm.
light work, that's how I call what we do. And family is quite hard. I have two small kids, a dog, a husband, a house to take care. And a
Yes.
lot of projects. It's like ideas just flooded in. And if you realize just my YouTube channel, I do in three languages.
Wow. Yeah.
English,
Yeah.
Portuguese, and Spanish. So everything I do in three languages. So only my YouTube channel is already very complex. And besides the three languages, I also address many things here. Like I'm doing those podcasts so people to really get to know the options that they have out there.
Mm.
And also to break that mentality of being so scared of tapping into their gifts.
Yes. Yes.
Because
So
that's a limitation.
yeah, also, I mean, so this is clearly also a leadership card, right? So that putting you in the place where you are there to lead people to their path too. So it's all good. I like it a lot. It's a nice
Yeah.
strong, that's a good card for a Saturday morning.
I have a question about the ancestors.
Mhm.
Would that be included like past lives, the whole my let's say what my soul really is, all the past and future lives as aspect of myself? Would that be
Sure.
included
It could
that?
be, sure. Because, our ancestors don't have to be necessarily related to us it here on this earth, right? Like a
Mm.
grandma or an aunt that passed away, right? It's the energies that are out in the stuff that we can't touch. So sure, absolutely, your energy would be there as well.
Yes, because I've been learning a lot about who my soul really is, and
Mm,
it's quite amazing. I'm not really ready to tell even
yeah,
half of what I've been find out, but I notice that every time that I find that I get an information about who I really am, it's kind of releases some of the blockage and open my energy more to really move through this reality.
mhm, mhm.
And that's what's really tarot reading would give it to you. It'll give you more clarity for you to understand yourself and understand that. you are not just that reality that enclose the reality that you can see and
Y-
touch. You
Yeah.
are much more than that.
Yes, yes. And so when we say working with your ancestors and like meditation and stuff, I mean, so you're already kind of doing that. It sounds like you're already on, you've been doing that. So that's great. Um, that's an important thing to do. Um, the on here the bird is, he's
Yeah,
kind of nondescript, but it's black, so it implies like what you can't see with your own eyes. It's dark, but it's there. It's very present, even though it's dark right there, right?
yes,
So, yeah. So that's neat that you're doing that. Yeah. Were
um,
there I don't know if there was any
and
questions in there
so,
or any.
let's play a little bit with the universe and
Okay.
uh, ask a question to the universe. Which message, what should humanity or people that get in touch with this video, they should be focused on at the moment they are hearing?
Okay. Which cards do I want to do? Let's see. Let's do some. I'm going to do a different deck here. We're going to
Okay.
pull 3 cards. If you can hear me shuffling, I like to shuffle.
Oh, that's okay. I am so bad in shuffling that I don't know if I could be a tarot reader. I would be putting my clients to shuffle for me. I can only do this. This is
Uh-huh.
like starseed.
Oh, they're big. Yeah.
I don't think you can see
I
it, but
can't see it. What is
let me see. It's because it reflects a lot. It's
uh
the starseed deck.
oh, Starseed. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so universe for humanity.
Yes.
All right. The cards are reflecting current speaking currently to me. So the first card that I pulled, can you see? It's
Yeah.
called the clouds. Okay. So the clouds are about uncertainty. Things are being obscured and uncertain right now. The second card that I pulled is called the rod or the birch rod. The birch rod is about hard work. It's about things being repetitive. It can be painful at times, um, and it can be difficult. And it's kind of implies the hard work that needs to be done. And then the third card that I got here is the garden, and the garden is all about community. And so that would be us, humanity, right? In this instance. So when I see these cards together, what I see right now is the universe is acknowledging the fact that we are in challenging times right now. Things may be a bit uncertain, um, but the way to come through and the way to get over that uncertainty and to get past the difficult part is through community and through coming together as a people and working together in cooperation. More cooperation, less strife. Um, so that's kind of what's important right now. So I think that was a kind of the clear message that came through to me for that.
Yes, I completely resonate with that.
Yes.
Um,
Um, that was a Lenormand deck. It's a different deck than the Marseille deck that I use. This is it's not a tarot, it's a oracle. But it's a beautiful deck, and all of my tools, I feel that the way that I choose to use them are the tools that give me the most straightforward answers to my questions, right?
yes, and that's really depict to what's going on right now. There is a lot of confusion,
Hmm.
and the hard work that the second card was saying, what got to me is The hard work is more like mental. You really need to do an internal work to let it go of the beliefs that no longer serve you.
Mm, mm-hmm,
It's more
mm-hmm.
like internal work, even more than like you just go there and move things around. But when you
Right.
decided to do that, and then you don't have to do by yourself, you do with a community.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to go there and be good in absolutely everything. You
Right.
partner with people, everyone using their own gifts and interacting and just helping each other.
Hmm. I mean,
Yeah.
it's interesting that we're connecting on technology, but I would even see this as, the clouds of uncertainty that comes around when it has to do with like feeling you can feel alone, or we're not, there's not a certain connection, right? Like you were saying, and the work of having to do the hard work of getting over that uncertainty is you have to actually connect with people. You have to put yourself, it might, I guess what I'm trying to say is like these days, people don't connect in person very often anymore. It's a very technological world, and that is good, but it's not, it won't fulfill the soul connection of being in person and in community with people. So, being in a community is going to help solve that problem.
Yes, I think that's a societal thing. For
Mhm,
example, I'm a very, very social person,
mhm.
and I don't know most of my neighbors.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, for example, one of my best friends now is a neighbor that she was already living here. She lived for 30 years. I'm here about 15 years. And it took the Hillary storm, I think many people heard about, and four little kittens that I say that me and my daughter saved from the storm. They
Mm.
their mother gave birth right in between my fence and the neighbor fence, my backyard.
Oh.
And the little one moved to my backyard, so that's how I find out there was more. And we rescued them just hours before the storm.
Wow.
So it's
That's good.
took that for me to connect with that neighbor that we just are like best friends now.
Mm,
Because we are so used to just, especially busy, busy, busy. You get in the house, you have so many work to do. Get off
mhm,
the house to work, come back, and then you don't even have time. Most of the
mhm.
people doesn't know who their neighbor is.
This is
So
true.
I challenge you. Just do something that you like, let's say food. I One of my neighbors that is the one that I am always connected since I came here. We used to exchange food because food is like a love language.
Oh, yes,
I would do
absolutely.
some Brazilian food for her, and then she, with a container, she would bring back the container full with some Mexican food.
Yes, yes.
So try that. Try that.
Mm-hmm,
And some people be open, other will not. The ones that were not open, just let them go. Let them be alone, be what they want to do. But
mm-hmm.
try that because we gain so much from really communicating to each other.
Yes, and especially in your own neighborhood, it's good because who better to look out for each other than your neighbors, each other's neighbors, right? So if you know each other, then you know whose pets are who, you can watch people walk their dogs, you know whose dogs are who. If somebody's out, gets out, you know where they belong, and you can, um,
Yes.
all the important things that come with a neighborhood as well, Also, some fun is true. Um, my street in particular is very social. Um, and so we have block parties and things, and we have holiday uh, potlucks, and so we're pretty social.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
there's a lot of kids on the street right now, which is nice. And yeah, so 'cause even if you don't have that, sometimes just standing outside and watering your lawn at the time where people would be walking their dogs and stuff, and you say hi, just friendly face, just to get to know each other a little bit, right? Good
One
ideas.
time, what I did, I just decided to plant bell peppers,
Uh-huh.
and one bell pepper has a lot of seeds.
Uh-huh.
So suddenly I had about 30 little trees, bell peppers. It's not an if I'm gonna cultivate all of that in my backyard. So I just got some little vases and put a table in front of my house. Say free plant.
Yes, yes, that's nice. Uh-huh. Yeah, we do that with our limes and if we have too many, and jalapenos, we had like plant that just was jalapenos on you couldn't eat. I mean, we dried them out, we used them, but yeah, you hand them out. So
Yeah, so let's
very
just
nice.
share. It's a good way to do.
Hmm.
I have
Hmm.
another question for the universe
Okay.
and about finance. What what can we expect about finance and what can we do to get to the financial place that we want to be?
Hmm. Okay. I'm going to use the Lenormand again. Normally for finances, I would use my regular playing cards deck, but I
Okay.
didn't bring it with me today. So we'll use this. And this does have some playing cards on it, but it's not in the same sense. So let's see. Okay. So first one that I got here is the cross. And in this tradition, the cross is things that are difficult. They kind of weigh, they have a lot of weight to them. It's I guess that's the best way I can say it. They have a lot of weight to them. Okay. The next card we got is the rider. And this card is about messaging, taking something somewhere. The third card I got here is the book, and this is about things that are yet to be known. So right now, this is telling me that we should be very mindful about where our resources are going. And the writer going into the book is like telling me that it's an uncertain thing. So we need to be careful where we put our resources. So this is a very much telling me about being mindful where we put our resources because financially it's kind of a difficult time right now. Um, I pulled a couple more cards and they also were a little challenging. So then you got the mouse, and the mouse is about losses, things being taken from you. And then we got the fox, and the fox is tricky. All right.
Mhm.
This is like things being manipulated, right? But the last card that I pulled is the sun. And that's all about illuminating. It's about knowledge. It's about happiness. It's about success. So this is kind of like a warning set to me. This tells me that like we need to be careful where we're putting our money. If we have resources, we need to put them into trusted situations. Don't put them into places that are at risk that you don't know about yet. So don't try anything new investment wise because it's uncertain, right? That book is stuff that's not yet to be known. And if we should accept that things at least short term, are going to be a little challenging because you got the mouse and the fox there that isn't very fun for money purposes. But the sun at the end means that there's possibility to grow. So it there is a good outlook. It's just, I think this is saying temporarily we're in a difficult situation. So we should be mindful of where we put our money and how we use it. And even if that means like savings, just make sure you save, for a little bit. Um, Try not to spend on frivolous things, I guess.
I think
So,
there is some work to be done there, and
mhm,
a complementary message that I'm getting is um, our energy is very important, and when you put your money is just another form of energy.
mhm,
When you put your money in something, the universe is understanding that you agree with that. For example, if you are tired of being contaminated with those toxic foods,
mhm.
so just decided to invest more your money in a local farm,
Right. Yeah.
buy clean products. So
Sure.
that's another way to see, like put your energy, your financial energy, in places that you really want to align your energy with. But it's good that in the end, after we do this work, and then things will really will work out for us.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I see.
I mean, yes, and I think that you're right. Money is just another form of energy, but it's one of the heavier energies to work with. You know, it's like if we could if we could do without it, we'd probably be a lot happier. you
Yes.
know. But here we are. Where this is the world that we live in. That we have. That we our reality right now is that that's a focus. So.
And the
Um,
reason, sorry, you can.
Oh, I was going to say, so yeah, putting that into things. So rather than letting the unknown drive you, then you're driving yourself. So like you said, make your decisions where you want to put it. Don't let other things manipulate your situation. Be smart about what you do, right?
Yes, we are
So,
almost in the mark of the hour, but I'd like
okay,
to ask another question,
okay.
and that's about health. What the universe wants to tell us about our health?
That's interesting. I got the sun came out again. So this
Okay.
is the sun card. All right. This goes back to the first message, right? This is about community. This is about coming together. This is about being out in nature. This is about nurturing others and nurturing yourself. This is so the universe is telling us, that we need to be in community and nurture ourselves and spend some time out in nature. Really, get out under that nice sunshine and uh, and help someone out, and it will help you out, right? So
Yes,
yeah, that's that's beautiful. So that really I like that the sun came out twice and communities came out twice. So the universe is really really talking to us about community and life and the sun, fire, right? The candles, the energy of heat and passion um, is what we need to focus on right now.
yes. And the interesting thing is nature. Actually, there is so much layers about how nature keep us health. I can start with the point that all the elements, chemical elements, the reason that compose our body you can find in the planet.
Hmm.
All of them you can find in the planet.
Yep.
And the the earth itself has an energy and a vibration that's people call the Schumann resonance. I forgot the name. Forgive for that. But what that does is, when you are in nature, this interact with your energetic body and release all those negative energies that is blocking the energy from flow, and keep your body in a fluid sense, that so that energy keeps flowing and keep you healthy.
Hmm.
But when you are enclosed in the city, in the cities, in blocks, in boxes, with Wi-Fi around you all the time, Wi-Fi signal is something that can block those vibrations that comes from the planet. That's
Yeah.
why when you, for example, something that I give to my clients as exercise. Walk at least for 3 minutes barefoot.
Yes.
Take a bath at least 10 minutes a day.
Yes.
Those are the kind of exercise that I give.
Hmm.
And take a moment to meditate for 5 minutes. Can meditate, just pay attention to your breath, or do something creative, or just be in a gratitude state of mind. All of that will bring you to the present moment.
Absolutely. I mean, go outside. If you take a little walk, you know that the saying is true, stop and smell the roses, right? If there's rose bloomings, it's okay to stop and smell it. And when you do that, your energy is uplifted,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah. Gardening, planting, cooking, creating, like drawing, painting, just but if it's outside, I think it just opens you up quicker and makes you, yeah, to be
Yeah.
out in nature is good. So that universe really wants us to have community right now.
Community on the ocean.
Yeah. No,
That's interesting. I didn't mean in the ocean, but in nature. But
in
yeah,
nature.
the ocean is like a big body
Hmm.
that when you connect to it, it's like, for example, I used to live in front of a beach, and when I would go to the beach and submerge yourself in the water, and then you feel part of a big body,
Hmm.
and there is something very powerful on that. So if you are close to an ocean and you want to feel that experience, just go for it. That's why I always feel uplifted after we get in contact with nature.
Hmm. Water is important. I mean, we are mostly water ourselves. So, when we put ourselves in a place of water, then we are expanding ourselves. We are being in place with ourselves, right? Yeah, getting in touch with ourselves. So, yeah.
Lelia, that was a pleasure.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Very fun.
Thank you. Thank you. I had a great time. Thank you.
Next time, I'm gonna bring your husband so we can get to know him a little bit more about his gifts.
Hmm.
And then I'm gonna bring you both together because I know you guys are twin flames. And I'm not gonna explain right now what twin flames is, but I have videos explain about it. You can research. But next time when they come, I'm gonna explain in detail what twin flames are. And I just love your energy, your honesty, and you are just like nurturing. Your energy is
Oh,
very
thanks.
nurturing. It's like they're probably almost the same age, but you can feel when people come to you, they feel just like embraced and that they can they can trust. And
Thanks.
it's
Thank
like a mothering energy.
you. Thank you. Yes. Well,
And
I
I
love to
know,
help.
I know you go a lot on fairs. Let me ask you, do you also do reading via Zoom?
I do Zoom readings. You can book those on through our website. I do in-person readings depend on location, right? And then the fairs. Um,
Yes. Can you talk a little bit about the fairs? Do you know where you will be next?
uh, I should have prepared for that.
Oh, that's okay.
I don't have the
Do you
dates.
usually
I
put in
think
your website?
yes, we do. We put it on the
Okay,
website. Yeah.
so if you wanna learn where to find Lelia next, so
Hmm.
just go to her website, Myself, My Cards, and then you're gonna see there. And if you are close by, it's really worth to go there and meet her in person.
Yeah.
Lelia, thank you so much. That was an absolutely pleasure.
Thank
And
you.
I look forward to connect to you again. Do you have any departure message to whoever is watching?
Uh, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and enjoy some nature.
Lelia, if you have some time, there is somebody here that is asking a question,
Sure.
and I would like to do that. Let me see. Um, Let me just see the question. Okay, looks like the question was more like true. So I know that not many people resonates with what you do. It's okay if you don't, but I will just ignore for now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she really had a question, but it's
Uh,
just more like a tron.
yeah, that's okay.
She might think that a tarot card is dangerous, and that's okay. That's her
That's that. Yeah.
for her where she is right now, and that's okay. We respect.
Hmm.
But there was an absolutely pleasure,
Thank you.
and we are of the light for the light, and whoever is resonate with our work, we are open. And
Hmm.
whoever is not is okay. We let you go with love too.
Absolutely. Uh,
So thank you so much.
thank you. Thank
It
you.
was an absolutely pleasure.
Thank you.
And if you didn't subscribe to my YouTube channel yet, I invite you to do that if you
Hmm.
so wish. Much love and light to you, and see you next time. Okay, I just